Welcome to the Bourbon Experience. My name is Austin, and this is the first episode of my battle of the ECBP'S. For those that know me, you know I'm an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof fanboy. In particular, the 2017 through the 2020s. I've always wanted to review the older batches with it still kind of being relevant. To go back and do all of the batches individually would take too much time, and I don't know if they would be really relevant with how far removed they are today. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna have a guest come on, and where I'm gonna set up a blind of the A, B, and C batch of each year from 2017 to 2020. I'm gonna do it in kind of like a March Madness style bracket. So my first guest, he's on his way. We actually never met in person. We met through just social media, through our local whiskey groups. He started watching the channel and wanted to be a part of anything I do with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. In my original intro, I have a shot of all my different Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs, and he saw that and got excited. So he's on his way here now. While he's on his way, I'm going to set up a blind of the A117, B517, and C917 for us to blind. Now he knows he's coming over to try Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. He doesn't know exactly what we're doing as far as the batches. And basically I'm gonna try and determine what's the best batch of each year from 2017 to 2020. And then I'm gonna do one with some pirate bottles. And then I'm gonna take the winner of each of those years and I'm gonna do a blind against the winners and see kind of what my favorite batch of ECBP is. Now I'm gonna get this set up while he's on his way, and then I'll come right back to you. Okay, I got my new friend Joe here to partake in this Battle of the ECBP'S series that I'm starting off with. I told you guys before, I actually not met Joe yet until just now. He was watching some of my videos, showing me some love. He saw my intro video that had all of my Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs on there and was immediately hitting me up, and I said, well, come on by and be part of this this series with me. So Joe, thanks for being here.
Welcome.
And so I have this blind set up. Joe doesn't know he knows we're drinking Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, but he doesn't know which batches. I obviously do because it's my series, but he doesn't know. He knows they're all Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs, but other than that, basically double blind. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna start on the right-hand side, and then we're gonna work our way over and A and B until we get our order, and then then I'll move on to another set later on. But we're gonna try and figure out the best year of the samples that we have right now. And so yeah, let's get into it. Cheers.
Cheers.
So have you always been like a big ECBP guy?
Started with Stag Junior. I collected those, and then I kind of transferred over to ECBP after I tried a pirate bottle at a chair. So.
Yeah, those are ridiculous. Some of probably my all-time favorites, but I don't know. We'll see at the end of this series where exactly those fall for me. Ooh. That smells great. They're all gonna be dark, you know, the dark brown sugar, the dark oak, all that stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But there's like I'm trying to think of what that is. It's almost like there's almost like a funky oak in there. Maybe like a perfumey, funky oak, kind of like,
yeah.
Well, I'll just say these aren't pirates, but some of the pirates have that funky oak thing, and that a lot of like Dusties have. This almost has a little bit of that funk in there, which is a good sign for me. That's ridiculous.
Oh wow, yeah.
Brown sugar, oak, caramel, vanilla, your basic bourbon notes obviously, but it's so rich and round and full compared to other barrel proof offerings, you know. It's almost like bourbon concentrate in a way.
Yeah, that's really rich.
Yeah.
Super rich. Wow.
And there's a little bit of a berry thing in there, like a blackberry or a cherry, or not grape, but there's like a dark berry. It's kind of hidden in there with all those other dark flavors. That's nice though.
Yeah, I like it.
That's gonna be hard to beat. All right, number 2. Interesting. Immediately more peanut forward. Not bean peanut forward, and not even like super peanut Heaven Hill or like nutty Heaven Hill, but there's almost like peanut butter note that the first one was lacking. I'd say of the 2, my preference is the first one so far.
Yeah, I agree. The first one's definitely better on the nose.
And this one, I think, this one looks a little bit darker too. That's interesting. Yeah, it's like peanut buttery. Oak, brown sugar. I think maybe a little bit lighter, maybe in proof, but maybe just in like drinking experiences. Like the flavors aren't as dark, I would say.
Yeah, it's not as rich to me as the first one for sure.
Yeah. This is fantastic, but I think it's a clear number 2 for me.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, and there's like a weird thing on the finish. I don't want to say metallic, but there's like a kind of an astringency thing, or maybe like an acetone, a little bit kind of weird thing to it. It's still really good, but I know bourbon junkies talk about like the marker note on the newer ones.
Yeah.
I don't think this is that marker note, because I've had some of the newer ones, like the 22. One of them had a real strong marker note. This is in that wheelhouse, but it's not bad like the marker note, but it's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
That the first one didn't have.
Still good though.
It's still very good, yeah. These are probably going to be some of the best Elijah Craig barrel proofs. And like I said in the intro, anyone who knows me knows that I am a fanboy of Elijah Craig barrel proof. So there's literally going to be nothing wrong with any of these, but it's like picking the worst of the best stuff. It's like there's no losers, but there are not winners, I guess. Oh, okay. This is back in line with the first one.
For sure.
And this is like pretty dark. This might be the darkest one, maybe.
It's pretty dark.
That's really close to the first one. I might even say there's like a little bit of a root beer candy thing in there.
Yeah.
You know, like those hard candies.
Yeah, on the back end, I taste it.
Yeah. This is really good. For me, it's going to be between 1 and 3. Yeah, I can definitively say number 2 is going to be last. I'll go back and try number 1 real quick. Number 1, that funky oak pops out so much more than this. So much more than 3. 3 is really, there's nothing wrong with 3. I really like 3, but 1 has that funky oak to it of like bourbons of yesteryear. Oh yeah. It's just so rich and round and full. I thought this was going to be a little bit closer than it is.
The first one's
but
good.
I think it's pretty clear cut on my order here.
Try the second one again.
So I'm going to run back through. I'm going to do my last place, which was 2, then my second place, which was 3, and then my first place, which is 1, and just confirm that they get better as they go. While I'm doing this, if you could please like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to hit. I don't know what my subscribers will be at the time that this comes out, but really trying to grow the channel. If you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe. I know it's easy to not subscribe because you get the The videos that you watch, they just naturally pop up, but if you just press that little button, you won't be disappointed. Yeah, 3 has that peanut butter thing. My third place, number 2. God, I wish they still made them like this. They're just not the same. I would almost venture to say my number 1, the number 1 sample and my number 1 in the order. I'm not saying it's the same as a pirate bottle, but it's in the same wheelhouse as some of the pirate bottles that I've had.
So your order is
132. Yep. What about yours?
I think I might go with same as you.
Same?
132.
Okay, that makes it easy. Okay, so let's number 3. Drum roll. Mine is yellow. Oh, green.
Oh, I think I missed next to my order. Sorry.
That's okay.
Number 2 is yellow.
Okay, so our order.
Last place was yellow.
Oh, so do we have the same order though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I just mixed my order up when I did.
Gotcha. Okay, so last place is not what I would have expected. Coming in third is C917.
Okay.
People go crazy for the, and this is 131 proof.
Nice.
People, I think, almost universally agree that the C batches are the best every year.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a couple A batches that sneak up throughout the years and a couple Bs that sneak up, but I would not have expected C917 to come in last. But there it is. Okay, so then our second place is both green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's interesting. B517.
Okay.
And I've never had B517. I know I've had C917 maybe once.
Okay.
Maybe at Brian's house where I did the Booker's review. I think I had it at his house, but
Nice.
which means first place is, well, you don't know what that means. I know what it means. It means first place is A117.
Okay.
So the A batch of 2017 is like the clear winner. So I guess there you have it. That doesn't always mean that the C is always going to be the best or the B or whatever. At least for me, because I would have expected the C to do its thing. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't a bad one in the batch.
All good. I need some more A117s.
I don't know if I have any more backups, and that is a little bit of a bummer. But I know what I'll be going after now. Yeah, that's nuts. But stick around. Check out next week's episode where I do a different set of Elijah Craig barrel proofs for my ECBP battle. And Joe, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great meeting you. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
And as always, bourbon experience is all about good pours and great times with whoever you're with. Whiskey's meant to be enjoyed, so crack those bottles. Cheers.
Cheers.